Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to our coffee times to talk about horror. And today, you know what's up, you know the drill. We have another Abominable box to unbox.
It's coffee time!
Now the last Abominable book box was a special edition and we got like a special edition book, so it didn't come with 3 books but 2. This one I'm not sure. I think we're gonna go back to normal, back to our regular content. So I'm expecting this one to have 3 again. We shall see. This is the one for the month of May and I got it a couple of days ago, but I didn't have time to sit down and record because on the weekends and holidays we're busy with renovations in the house. So finally today I'm able to sit down and open it because I have been so curious to see what we got. This month's box feels very heavy, so it's probably back to 3 books. We shall see. Maybe it's just one huge big chunky book. So let's see what's inside. Let's do the reveal. It's a secret. Everything is kept a secret. I do see snacks, which always makes me happy. Let's see the bag of snacks. Ooh, it's popcorn, so it means that I can take this to the movies next time. It's salted caramel popcorn and it looks fancy, bougie, love it. I'll sneak this into the movies next time I go. So I don't know which movie it's gonna be because some of the horror movie releases for the Netherlands have been pushed back. Like I know Clown or Cornfield is out in the US and Bring Her Back is out, but here it's not out yet, so I'm just waiting, keeping away from spoilers. So I'm gonna keep this to take it to one of those horror movies. We got our second-hand book and this one feels like a very chunky book. It's a very chunky paperback, so I don't know which one it's gonna be because not all paperbacks are this chunky. Is it gonna be another mystery thriller? Let's see, I'm a little bit nervous. The second-hand book, for some reason, always gives me more of a thrill because it's like packed and I don't know what it is. So it's more like a present from me to me. Let's see. It feels like probably a new paperback because it feels shiny, you know what I mean? Ooh, nice. It's Clive Barker and it is Books of Blood volumes 1 to 3. So this is a great paperback to have. I need to check if I already have this one or not because I'm a little bit unsure. I do have a couple of Clive Barker's books, but I like this edition because it's everything like compiled in one book. So you can take this also for holiday because it's quite chunky, so if you're going away for a couple weeks, this is gonna keep you entertained and you can never go wrong with Clive Barker. So this is a win for me. And we have broken the curse of the mystery thriller, which I have nothing against mystery thrillers, but those are books that normally I tend to read and then just give away to the secondhand store here because I don't usually keep those unless it's a very specific author that I really like. So I love when I do get some horror paperbacks because those tend to stay in the collection. And it is a very, very good condition. I mean, this one could be basically new. I don't think this book has even been read, so it is a great book to get. Alright, so it seems that this month we also have just 2 books in the box, and I can understand because the second one is a new release in a hardback, which I know these tend to be quite pricey. So I also understand the decision of making 2 books instead of 3. The only problem is the book they sent is a book that I said I was not gonna read. So I'm probably gonna do a giveaway or just pass it along to somebody that I know that is really excited about this release. I'm talking about The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones, and if you have been following my videos, my channel, you probably know that I have read a total of 3 books by Stephen Graham Jones and none of them have quite hit the spot. I read The Only Good Indians, I read My Heart is a Chainsaw, and I read his last book from last year, I Was a Teenage Slasher, and none of the 3 really were amazing books for me. I kind of forced myself to finish them. There was something about the writing style that doesn't just quite vibe with me, and I know many people love his books and his writing, so I think it's just a personal preference of mine. So my favorite of the 3 that I read was My Heart is a Chainsaw, but even that one was not enough that it kept me so hooked that I wanted to read the next book that came out in that series. So I feel like I don't want to start this one I was really curious. I was really tempted about this one because it's about vampires. And I was like, you know, now we're talking maybe. But then again, I was a teenage slasher. It was also supposed to be totally my vibe, right? Slashers. But it wasn't. So I feel like I probably will waste my time with this book because I already know that his writing style, his pacing, his characters are not for me personally. But I know he's a good storyteller, it's just not the storyteller for me. So I think the best thing I can do is give this one away to somebody in the horror community that I know that is really looking forward to this book. It is also a special edition like the other one was, and it has these beautiful spread edges. So I think what they're gonna do now is they're gonna do one very special book like they do, you know, in Lumicray and all of these ones, Fairy Loot, and then they're gonna add the second-hand book, which I am all for because I love special editions. I'm a sucker for that. Yes, I will pay more money just for the spread edges. I'm that kind of person. So yeah, I am really happy they're doing that, to be honest, because it's something that I think it makes the box more valuable because you're getting a book not everybody is getting, especially the Abominable book box, because it is not as spread as other ones. I feel like Illumicray, Fairy Loot, all of those have a lot more subscribers probably than this one, so it makes it even more special. But this particular book is just not for me. And don't get me wrong, even though they sent me a book that I don't want to read, I think it's bound to happen sometimes, either that you already bought it, that you are not interested in that author. So it is something that you cannot avoid with this kind of boxes, but I still think this is a very good and very solid choice because I know many readers really like his writing, so I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this book. So I think it's a good choice when it comes to deciding which book comes into the box, but it's just not the author for me. And as you can see, it is also signed by the author. It has cute end pages. So this is going to be a great one maybe to gift to somebody that I know that likes the author. We shall see, but I'll find a good home for him. Next we have what looks like a print. Oh, it's a ghosty. Oh, this is so cute though. This is gonna be me this summer. When the sun finally decides to make an appearance in the Netherlands, nobody knows when it's gonna be. You can leave your prediction in the comments down below. Thank you. So here is the print, and it's basically like a picture, but I love it. Like, this is basically how I imagine myself in the beach. So you don't get sunburned, and probably I would add a book as well. But this is great. Alright, next we have the bookmarks. So we have the classic Abominable book box bookmark, and I'm getting so many of these. I think I'm gonna start giving them away with books that I give to people because I'm getting too many, obviously, if I get them every month. But these are great, and they have like little stories and things on the back as well. And the other one that we got is very, very funny. So it is in honor to the author Sean Hudson, who writes horror books, and you can see here on the back or on one side of the bookmark some of the covers of his books that are excellent, and on the other side we have a members only Sean Hudson fun club. I love it. This is just so much fun. This is a great creative bookmark. I love it. I think it's fantastic. And his books have been featured in Paperbacks from Hell, so I still need to read his books, to be fair. I still have not read them, but they've been on my radar because obviously Paperbacks from Hell and vintage horror, so hopefully one day I'll start reading them. And last but not least, you know it, the beverages. I'm really glad there's something they have not changed in the box, which is the coffee to go, because this is a staple in my house. We have the instant chocolate, we have the Nescafe, then we have Yorkshire tea, and the other tea we got this month is Red Berry and Flower. So here are the two books that we got this month in the box, and I'm guessing this is going to be the regular thing now. Every month they're going to send one new release in hardback that is a special edition, and then they're going to send a second-hand book, and I'm totally fine with that. I think it's fun to have special editions of horror books because you don't always get them specifically from horror books. I feel like there is a lot other genres, especially fantasy, that get a lot of nice special editions, and horror is a little bit left out, you know, of the conversation. So I'm really happy to see that we're gonna get horror books with special editions, so I'm really pumped for that, especially when I get books like by favorite authors or really cool new releases. So I'm really excited about that, and I have that to look forward to. Unfortunately, this month it is a book that I don't intend on reading, but like I said, I'll find him a good home, and I still think this is a great choice for a box. And the other one is the Clive Barker book that is basically in new condition. It's Books of Blood 1 to 3, and this is going to be a great addition to my Clive Barker collection. So purely horror this month, no complaints here. And that was everything that I got in my May Abominable book box. Let me know down below if you get the box, which is the second hint book that you received. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. I hope that you had fun watching this unboxing, and I'll see you all as always in our next coffee time. Bye!